We did a lot for the wins. Came in the top of the team. Got me on top once again. Yeah. I had to sit in the plan. I got it right in the end. Got me on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't get it away with me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LADB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pay for me. It was just us in the baby seat. We had to get it from A to B. Those that was so like this. Two sheets in the hills out there righteous. Two sheets in the hills from the hills like this. Two sheets can't kill what's still private. I must just figure it out. Get it. You're right now, I'm with it. 5-3-3 in the business. Whole team down there in the world. We're spinning our told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins.
Started back in 2008, here's a look at the Stadium in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great schedule between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Bed down.
They would elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down. Trying to force it to him, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start opening drive on any team.
Sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it on the road. This is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they got to rely on their defense.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be guts.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if you're supposed to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can get yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 58 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. So that Charles in a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way in the end zone. Touchdown. Here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed Hobbs for the touchback.
Come on, ladies.
Come on, ladies, back.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game that leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. You got to laugh that one off. And now that was very funny. But kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go on and play now. Let's just start over.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Six out here, complete. Getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, if you're defense in this situation, would have meant that there was no completion, would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Really was watching the defense in sync. Staying great communication. He's each zone. He's getting communicated areas and it's past the deep ditch defender. And they're making a nice play.
That's exactly what he got. He's of a new set of downs. They go back to the ground this time, Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Across the formation, he's got him in. That's Allen. He'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers for 43 yards.
These guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and so they're going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there. But they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, I tell you what, you get a running back who can lead like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly get there. Even this seven now takes it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Over first down at their own 21-yard line.
You know, we got to shout out to Rock, right? It's all right.
The Indy offense at the line is set to go. And for them, a touchdown in last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you doing? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know there are some adjustments.
That's a fast start to draw 12 yards. Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now his first carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup, and it's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down per minute and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense. Now they get to turn it back for their offense.
Here comes Lee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Holding penalty, and he takes a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. Never nearly picked. 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road while they lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 to the 22. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13 is a first down.
They came into this game saying it was important to set the tone and show that they can run the football. And they were doing that in the first quarter.
Full fake the handoff. Now Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good scheme going.
Herbert off the play action. A little bit of pressure right. Takes it.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
5 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
An 8-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Herbert throwing again, letting one go deep for the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. Open man, it's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing Jones. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not Mike, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 30 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jacobs now. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with with something here on third down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 14. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Jones now from the gun on third down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Jacobs, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chargers 21. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. To throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now. It's Kellen, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the return is Reed. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jones. He's got Burton here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Hines. Fights him off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Hines. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
Trying to go to work.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
First and 10, Taylor now. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. First throw in overtime for Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. First throw here in overtime. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs. And he's is upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. Both the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.